Greetings, everyone. This is the Tonic Man. Hello, once again. We are broadcasting live again after 25 years, where we are collecting the most incredible, miraculous success stories that the world has ever known. And I say that not lightly because my dad actually started working on this preparation, as he used to call it, when he first began manufacturing it. He started working on it in 1922 in Europe. So I'm relating this to a lot of new people who are always on this call and they don't know the history, but this is a formula that has now been used for, well, over 80 years commercially. It took him a long time to get to that point, but let's say it's about 20 years of working on it until he got the famous molecular chain he was looking for. And folks, the stories are by the hundreds. Every known health issue seems to either disappear or get a whole lot better. And I want to emphasize, this is not a cure. This is not something that will affect, say, the liver or the kidneys or arthritic pain or the sugar in the blood. This is not something that affects an organ or a system in particular. That's what medication from the pharmaceutical companies does. It's engineered to affect that particular organ or that particular system. And as long as you apply it or use it, it'll force a system back into balance. This is completely different. It has nothing to do with that. This is a catalyst to clean up the blood so that the blood can do a better job, and so your body does a better job looking after yourself. Remember when you were 10, 20, 30 years old, you never went to doctors. You might have gotten a cold, but very few other things. Maybe in your late 40s, certainly by your 50s, you start going to doctors because you have this issue or that issue or so on. And that's just because the body's been breaking down. Look, we're growing older, all of us. It doesn't matter who we are, and the body breaks down. It's like your car. If you don't keep the maintenance going, it'll last 10 years instead of 20 years, or maybe 5 instead of 10. I don't know. But it's the same with the body, and we're not doing that maintenance, and we're burning the candle at both ends. Doesn't matter who we are. Doesn't matter our lifestyle. We all have stress. We all tend to eat junk food periodically or a lot. We all tend to eat foods that are frankenfoods and not the right ones for us. That's just part and parcel of us, the human being, and little by little the body breaks down. But in most cases, people know that it breaks down pretty quickly. Really, if you last to 100, you're one of the few. So somewhere in people's 60s, 70s, and 80s, they start coming near the end of their lives because the body can't sustain them any longer. My father figured out if he could clean up the body, he could extend the life. And that's why on the label you'll see the youth solution. The youth solution is because it's exactly that. It'll either keep you younger or make you younger in many ways, not just from your outsides, or I should say not just from your insides, but also on the outside. All of a sudden, people start to look better, look younger. The wrinkles seem to disappear. You seem to get more rosy cheeks. It goes on and on. You have more energy. You have a little bit of a skip to your walk instead of slugging it out. People notice those things. You're a little better at your tennis game or your golf game or your swimming or whatever you do. At bingo, you're a little faster than the same people your own age who are not drinking the tonic. That's what this tonic does. It is a youth solution. And over the years, we've collected those stories about all the different health issues that you've heard about disappearing or getting a lot better because the body is starting to regenerate and is able to get itself back into better shape, so the things start to disappear. They clean themselves up. And on top of that, you start to have more energy, your brain functions better, everything, because it's a whole body approach. It works on the whole body. It's through the blood. And as you listen to the presentation, Daniel B. Mowry, PhD, did for us a number of years ago. If you don't have it, let us know at home office. Call 800 JC Tonic or send us an email, and we'll send it over to you by text or by email. It's a really great presentation that tells you exactly how and why the JC Tonic works. And it's through those wonderful herbs that he called tonic herbs that my father had discovered so long ago. As a matter of fact, when we first began business, we were thinking this is something like that story about Juan Ponce de Leon, who landed in Florida looking for the Fountain of Youth. Well, my father was not looking for the Fountain of Youth, but I think he found it. Probably he didn't realize it, but over the years, I've been speaking to people who have been drinking this for 10, 20, 30, and 40 years. They all look better. They all seem better. They all have less problems. They all go to the doctor less often. They all no longer get colds. They all have energy. It's amazing. So it is indeed a youth solution, and lucky we have proof. And tonight we have a couple of ladies who are going to tell you exactly how this has kept them youthful. And I'm not going to tell you their ages. Now, I'm an octogenarian. I was born in 1937. Look, I'm still doing this call. I'm ad-libbing. I don't have any notes. It's just on the top of my head. I just speak about what it's all about, and I remember the anecdotes, and I remember the stories, and I remember the things my dad told me, and I remember seeing people come and fill up their cars he was manufacturing in the basement of our house in those days. And I remember them coming, filling up their cars because they wanted everybody to have some. It is a youth solution, folks, and let me introduce my two guests tonight and let them take it away. So, Oneida Harrison and Ruthie Neal. You've heard Ruthie before. Would you come on down and tell everybody what's going on?
Hello, everyone. My name is Ruthie Neal, and I am going to let you hear from my sister, Oneida. We are the Golden Girls in our 80s. I'll let her tell you her age and her story and what the tonic has done for her. And after that, when she finishes, you will get to hear from your truest Ruthie Neal, one of the beautiful ladies in the world, because she drinks the youth solution. Okay? On that note, here's my sister, Oneida.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Oneida Harrison, and I am here to tell you, if you don't want to look like I look and have the energy I have, don't take the solution. I started taking the solution again in 2000 because I was going through a divorce, and I was taking a patient over to an OR, and when I was running a wash-up for us to do the operation, I passed out. What happened? I had a stroke right in the operating room. My blood pressure was 200 over 100, and they could not get my blood pressure down. I was stressed out. When I came out and did wake up, they had an IV in my arm, and I was laying there, and they said I would never speak again, I would never be able to walk, I would never be able to talk, and they was giving me all this medication. Well, recently they gave me a bottle, and I had took it at one time and stopped, and I was saving it for emergencies. Well, this was my emergency. And being a nurse's practitioner, I knew that when you're taking something, it works within 24 to 48 hours. I asked my daughter if she would bring me the bottle to me, but she could not bring the bottle of tonic. She had to pour it into another bottle, and she did. I took it, and the first 24 hours, my blood pressure came down to 160. The next day, my blood pressure was down to 136.
What were the doctors and nurses saying? Holy cow.
No, they was asking me, what is happening to you? And all I could say was, it's a JC in me. I couldn't tell them what I was taking. So finally, one of the doctors knew me so well that we talked to each other. And I finally told him about the tonic. And he said, well, you can't let the other doctors know that. I said, I'm aware of that because I am a nurse's practitioner. I know I'm not. He said, well, what are you doing with the medicine? I said, I'm letting my kids flush it down the toilet. After the nurses leave, I spit it out and they flush it down the toilet. So on the 4th day, I had already been there a week. On the 4th day that I took that medication that came back, I was up making my bed. This is a person that's not supposed to walk. This is a person that's not supposed to talk. I used that tonic, and when I came out, they let me out that Wednesday. I never will forget it. They let me out that Wednesday. I went and applied to Rutgers University, and I got into Rutgers University, and I went and got my master's degree. I came out with a GPA of 5.6. And everybody wanted to know what was I doing. And I kept telling them it's the Jesus, the JC in me. And they thought I was saying it was the Jesus in me. So I just started saying, okay, it's the Jesus in me.
How old were you then, Oneida?
Right then, I was like 79.
You were 79, you went to university.
Of course. There ain't the half of it. I just graduated from another university, okay?
Wow.
And I'm 85. I graduated in January, and I am teaching school at 85.
Oh, my good Lord.
My classroom is on the 2nd floor. But
there's no elevator.
Oh, no. I don't need elevator. All I need is a JC in me. Because now my 45-year-old and my 50-year-old teachers can't go up the stairs, okay? And I go up there with all of my little children. But when I was in the hospital and I was using it, they had me tested because they thought I was on drugs because I had so much energy. And when I retired, Rita was there, and one of my staff said to me, "This is the best day of my life because you worked us to death. I don't know what happened. I don't know what was wrong with you. You never stopped from the time you came in to the time you left." And that's how energized I am, even to today. I just have so much energy. They says, "Well, how do you do that?" I said, "It's JC in me." Yes, I just graduated again and got my bachelor's degree in behavior science.
Holy smokes. Holy smokes.
And the only thing I can tell people is, if you don't want to, when you say cleanse the blood, if your blood is clean, that makes everything in your body function properly. Even when the COVID came, I had to pull it out the closet again because that was my emergency. I pulled it out the closet because they told me I wasn't going to be able to talk, okay, and that I was going to have to be on oxygen continuously. I called my kids again, told them to bring me the bottle, and they did. I started taking it. Rita will tell you, she ain't never seen me with an oxygen. She ain't never seen me take breathing treatments. No. Why should I? But now I know. I was saving it in the closet for emergencies. But now I know to keep it out of the closet, I won't have these emergencies. So, and I let her know up front, if you get rid of my ball, that's it. Just always.
Well, Oneida, I'm pushing 87, and I drink it every day, and I thought I need to drink it every day to stay young and youthful, but you don't even drink it every day?
Oh, I drink it every day now. I was saving it for emergencies.
Oh, good.
I thought that was my emergency. That recovered me from emergencies.
Oh, that's the emergency bottle, of course.
That was my emergency bottle. But now I know if I take it every day, I won't have these emergencies because my body is going to stay cleansed and rejuvenated all the time. And if I think I either feel like I'm going to do something, I take it 3 times a day. That
is some story. And you just went to another degree? Holy smokes.
Of course. I'm not going to stop. When I get 90, I'm still going to be going because it don't let your brain slow down. You can focus. I focus better now than I did when I was in my 20s or 30s.
Same with me. Isn't that true? Absolutely.
Yes.
It's amazing how it makes your brain razor sharp.
Yes. You can think clearly because there's a part of your brain that you never uses, but I think that tonic brings it out because to me, I'm ready to go back to college again.
Well, if you can just increase your brain power by 1%, you'll get, I think people say you'll use about 6 or 7% of your brain. If you just get it to 8%, you're already a genius, you know.
Exactly. And I feel like I'm a genius.
Well,
I know I am at 80.
Yeah, you sound like one.
When you go into a college,
you sound like a person very, very much younger.
When you go into a college and you take a test, they give you 3 tests. You have 45 minutes to take each test. And if you walk out that college and give your paper to the people that's in charge of that test, and you can do 3 tests in 45 minutes alone, you have to be thinking clearly. And when I got back, they said, well, you sure you don't want to look over your test? I said, I'm sure, because I was able to focus. I was able to concentrate. I was able to think clearly. And when I got back, they said, well, you can check the score on Monday. And I did. My director, she checked it. And excuse my French, people, but these are the words she used. You really kicked ass. You passed all 3 of them. So it really helps the body, period. I don't know what being 80, how you should feel.
And so many people who are in their 70s and 80s are dragging themselves around, and they don't have to if they would drink only 1 ounce of JC Tonic a day. Maybe that's why it's called JC Tonic. JC. A miracle?
Yes, it is. It is. And then what makes it such a miracle is that it's all natural. And when the doctors, when we give you medication, we give you, and it has all kind of side effects. So why take it if it's going to give you a side effect when you can take JC Tonic and you don't have no side effects? It improves you, period, with no side effects.
Well, we're going to have to make sure that everybody understands that very clearly, because, folks, that is what we've been telling everyone for the last, since my dad started in the 1940s, drink it regularly and have a much better life. And everybody, including, I didn't know that Oneida had 2 degrees starting when she was in her 70s and still in her 80s. That's remarkable. If you can go to school and do that kind of a work, holy cow, that is great. But I know, and I've known, and we know a lot of people who are in their 70s and 80s and are acting like Oneida. They're young, they feel young, their brain is working, they have energy. It's not just her or me or Ruthie. It is anybody who drinks this on a regular basis. Oneida, you're going to go back to school and PhD now?
Of course. As long as I got JC in my body, I feel I can accomplish anything my heart desires.
Wow, I love that. What do you think, sis? What do you think of that?
Well, I already know that she knows she better stay on it, because she's going to hurt me if I sell her ball. And I've been telling her over 25 years about the tonic, and they see me. They see the growth in me. So they really know that it flat out works. They know that product.
You've been talking about this for over 25 years, but 25 years, if you keep after a person and eventually get them, it'll still work, even if they're 25 years late.
Yes. And then noticing me, it's kind of hard to get your family to do anything, but she finally started taking, especially being a nurse practitioner, that's a doctor, and I'm a business major, and I'm drinking this tonic, and it's making me look younger every day. And she decided when she got sick, and they see that you've been knowing me now, about 50 years. Have you ever known me to be sick?
Never have.
There you go, with all the energy and the dancing, and every year now, Anthony, I look better every year. Every year, I look better and better. Like, God, this is truly a you solution. My great-granddaughter, she was over here the weekend, and she said to me, Nana, she said, who is that lady on that picture there? I said, honey, that's me. She says, no, it's not. She said, look at you. I said, baby, that's Nana when she was 59. I said, before I got on the tonic. And so she said, but you just need to take that picture away from the other 2. She said, because it's really messing them up. That's what she said. That's not you. That's an ugly lady. And so I told her, baby, that was me, and that's what the tonic does. I said, it really helps you. So she said, well, I have a sore throat. I said, well, you need to take it. She says, I don't like it. And then I showed her dad. You remember the little 9-year-old had the H1N1?
Yes.
Okay, that was her father. I have his picture, you know, my picture before and after, and everybody that took the tonic, including my dog, including the dog in a big frame. And I showed her the mucus that came out of your daddy been taking JC Tonic ever since he was 18 months old. She said, 18 months old? I said, yes. I said, so you need to take a little bit for your sore throat. My tooth is aching. I said, okay, let me help you out. I don't like the tonic, she said. I said, look, I'm going to fix you something and you're going to like it because you're the only child in my house don't like JC Tonic. I said, look at that. She said, I said, see how beautiful I am? She said, yes, ma'am, you're beautiful now, but that ugly picture got to go. So I put her a little bit in some apple juice and got her to drink it. And then I took the tonic and put it on a toothpick and put it in the little cavity that she had. I said, now you can just rest a little while and tell me what happened. In about 30 minutes, she says, Nana, I don't have any pain anymore. She said, the pain gone. And we all do know it's a tonic. It's a whole body tonic. You can use it for your pain medicine. You can use it for your blood. You can use it for everything. And not only that,
you better tell her to lay off the sugar with her teeth.
Well, I think she ate a grape or something. It wasn't sugar, not at this house. Okay, she ate a grape or something that kind of got in that cavity. I told her mother to have it filled. So, but back to this, I am the oldest person in the village at 85. The healthiest person in the village, from the babies. I'm the oldest one, so people saying they're 60 and 50, and everybody here. And they watching, wow, Miss Ruthie, what you doing? I tell them, but they don't want to do it. Oh, it costs too much. I said, honey, it costs too much if you don't take it. You wondering why I'm walking and looking good and look at Miss Ruthie, and Miss Ruthie can run up 17 flights of stairs and run down them and walk around the village without hopping and all the energy. And I said, and wow, you are beautiful. Yeah, we just had our birthday at 85, and I was the star of the show. I danced, and everybody would sit down. I said, look, if y'all met an 85-year-old young lady, I said, young lady, make you sit down, you need to sit. Remember my 80th birthday picture?
Oh, yes, I was there on your 80th birthday.
Yes, when I danced everybody to sit down.
Hey, I have a surprise for you, Ruthie.
What?
Somebody else is going to get on the phone and talk about his dog.
Oh, but let me tell you this last little thing about me. I went to Mexico with Patrice. She took me on a 4-day cruise, family cruise, and I stayed in Texas I was gone for 12 days. So this little 24-year-old young lady, she said, damn, you gorgeous.
Wow.
Yes, damn, you gorgeous. And I thought Patrice was going to pass out. My brother, her husband, he kind of walked off thinking that I was going to really rip into the young lady. She says, well, why don't you just come on and go with me? Can you just go with me, sweetie? Just come on. Can you go with me to the bar? I said, no, ma'am, young lady. I said, you do you, and I'll do me. And Patrice said, you know you just disrespected my 85-year-old sister? She says, ma'am, I'm sorry, but damn, she is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, wow. How nice to hear something like that. That is great.
But then, 85, the picture, she'll take a picture if I even sneeze, Patrice, because she's always, girl, you gorgeous, you gorgeous. This 85-year-old picture, me, I look better than I did when I was 80.
Well, that's it, folks. That's exactly why we're talking about the Youth Solution tonight, because it's proof that it will work for everybody. It worked for Ruthie. It worked for Oneida. Our old friend Carson was supposed to get on the line because it's working for him, too. It's working for me. It's actually working for everybody who drinks it on a regular basis. And when somebody says, as the person said to Ruthie, it's too expensive, what's too expensive is getting sick, folks. If you have to go to the doctor, even if you have health insurance, doesn't matter, even if it's free health insurance, it's never free. You're paying for it somehow. But more importantly, Do you count all the time you've lost? Maybe you've lost time at work. You lose time driving over there. You spend money on the gasoline in the car. You sit in a doctor's office for 3 hours until they see you. All those things are costly in life today. So if somebody says it's expensive, just think of that, and you'll find out it's the really cheapest
Hello.
in the world. There he is.
Can you hear me?
At that.
Yeah,
Mr.
I've been trying to get in here. I've been trying to get in here. I just got it on mute. Anyway, real quick, I feel like a baby now. I'm only 76, and these guys, they're running circles around me at 85. So, but anyway, for me, I had, it was in my 50s, I used to have a lot of stomach trouble and that kind of stuff, and I started taking the tonic. And, it got so after a while, I didn't even know I had a stomach. I just started feeling fantastic. But like a fool, I got away from it. And I got away from it for like about 10 years. And then I started getting in trouble going to the doctors and had some heart troubles and stuff like that. And I ended up bouncing into somebody that I used to know taking it, and they were still taking it. So I called Anthony and got back with it again, started taking it, and I'm telling you, it's picked me up. It's done my blood pressure and stuff, just like that lady earlier was talking about. And I don't take any medications. I just told the doctors I'm not taking none of that stuff. I'm just using the tonic. And I think it's 118, 115. I live in Arizona, and I'm out there every day working. And, I don't feel like I did when I was 20, but I'm out there working every day, and I just feel good, sleep good. By the way, I'll get up in the middle of the night and take a swig of that tonic, and it'll just put me to sleep like no tomorrow. Sleep excellent.
Wow.
And one of my
You're how old now, Carson?
76. I'm just still a baby.
And you got to tell us about your dog.
Yeah, the dog. He's 14, and he was having seizures, and really to the point I thought he was going to be gone. And that was another big reason for me getting the tonic again. And I asked Anthony about it. I had some old tonic that I've had for a lot of years, and I started using it on him. And to the point now, Sandy, my wife, she talks about, I'm going to stop giving that stuff. He's got more energy and he knows what to do with now. But he was having strokes, and he was in bad shape. And I cannot believe how this guy, I used to take him for a walk like at Home Depot or whatever, and I'd have to pick him up and carry him out. He couldn't go no more. And I was telling Anthony the other day, the last time I took him up there, he was walking around. He walked around the whole store and come out. And he's been doing that a little bit lately. But the other night when he come out, he come out of the store and started kind of just trotting along and running along like he just he just picked right up. Unbelievable. But yeah, he's a little Shih Tzu. He's 14 years old, and he's just bouncing all over now.
If you have blood, it works. It works.
That's right. Yep. If you have blood, it works. And I feel fantastic since I've been back on it. And my wife, she's been using a walker forever. And now lately she's, the next thing you see, she's walking, where's the walker? She's here, it's back over there somewhere. So she's got arthritis in her knee real bad, and it's beginning to help that quite a bit also.
Well, I do stretch classes, and I'm the instructor have to tell the young ladies, look, you can just close your eyes, she said, if you don't look at the other person because it kind of distracts you. I'm doing exactly what the instructor says, and they pull the legs up. And so when they don't show up, she says, let's work out. Let's really work out. She says, I feel like I'm robbing you because I know what you can do. And I am still stress-free, pain-free, med-free. All of my body works. Every part of my body works. Yeah, that's Carson. Yeah, all my body. I'm just beautiful. I'm just a diva, an 85-year-old diva, still turning men's heads, and they're trying to catch me, and I'm moving fast.
So you're looking a lot better than you did when I saw you way back in the 15 years ago.
Yes, you Lord.
It's been about that long since I've seen you.
Yes, but look at the picture that Anthony, that's on my website. The picture
I've seen that.
Okay, the picture I just took for 85. I still look much, much younger.
I'm young, but I just do not feel 70. Like I'm in my 70s. Half of these guys' 50s can't even stay up with me and blah 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 blah. But I don't feel like I'm in my 70s, and I hope I'm sure I will feel like that when I'm in my 80s.
Yeah, I don't feel anything. I feel like I could just fly. I'm great. My body, I just don't know I don't know how 80 feel. You know.
Yeah.
And my sister wanted to say something.
Carson, I met you also. I met you in New Jersey.
Oh, did you? Okay, cool.
Yes. One thing you just mentioned that you were saying your wife is having arthritis in her knee, complaining about it. Did you know if you take that solution and rub her knee every day, twice a day with that solution, she will feel better?
Oh, to rub it on it topically? To rub it on her knee?
On her knee.
Okay.
And if you ever get this, I'm telling you guys something that maybe I shouldn't be telling you because I test stuff when I use it. If you have an open wound or something, put a drop in there.
Oh, I do. Anytime I ever cut myself or whatever, that's and my daughter the same way because she used to live, when she was young. Now that she's out of her house, she's moved out. She'll say, Dad, I cut my thing and I put that tonic on there.
Put the tonic on your open wounds, and with that arthritis, make sure you rub it in the morning and rub it in the afternoon. Do that for at least 2 days and let her tell you how she feels.
I'll do that. I'm going to do that tonight. I'll rub it on there for her. Yeah, super. I never thought about that.
Just remember, anything you use inside to clean your blood, it's not just for your inside. That's for the whole body. That's for the whole body.
Uh-huh.
So use it for the whole body.
Isn't that great?
Super.
We've been telling people for years to put it on outside as well, and this is great. You both have tried. That is fantastic. So many people don't know that yet, and it's just another really great thing that this tonic can do and solve a lot of those situations as well. So yes, folks, use it on the outside, use it on the inside, gargle with it, and just use it for everything. It is really
everything. Like I say, I live in Arizona and I'm out in the sun a lot, and I used to take and put it and mix it with water and put it in a spray bottle, and just take and rub it on my arms and my legs and everything, just for sunburn and just to keep my skin. And it does. It keeps it nice and soft and it even keeps bugs away at night. If you spray it, spray it on you. Yeah, mosquitoes don't even come along.
A bug spray. Well, folks, I tell you, this is really, really something, and I want everybody out there listening to know that they too can be like all of us are. You can stay youthful in many, many ways by drinking this. Well, somebody calls it now the Jesus Christ tonic. Maybe it is that.
So, Anthony, I'm going to say this because I know we're ready to go off. Another thing, too, I was telling my sister, and Patrice always notice it also. Not only that, when you kind of get older, you kind of get wrinkled and flabby and all that. I even have pretty feet, y'all. Even my feet beautiful.
We got a picture. We have a photo of Ruthie in her bathing suit, folks. Wait till you see this.
She's a Casimiro.
You three are just fantastic. I'm so happy.
Well, it does bring your muscle mass back, because I've been taking probably about 5 months now. I've been taking it, and even my wife keeps telling me. She says, "Look at your body," because my skin is tight and my muscle. I got pretty good muscle mass and everything, and I'm not flabby at all for an old man, halfway old man anyway.
Are you saying that since you've been on the tonic again, it's changed? That has changed?
Oh, yes, my body composition, big time. And I've been about 4 or 5 months back on it again. Yeah.
Stay on it, Carson.
I will.
I have never missed a dose since I started taking it 20-some years ago.
I wished I hadn't quit myself, but I did, and there's nothing I can do about that. But I won't quit again.
Well, and you see, it's never too late to get started again, even for anybody listening tonight, folks. If you have family members or if you yourself are in your 70s, it's not too late. You can reverse a lot of the damage that's been done to the body over the years. Maybe it's not going to make you a 20-year-old, but look, what if it just takes 10 years off your life? You're going to think you died and went to heaven. So it's a good thing to do.
use it for your dogs, because I'm telling you, I've spent a lot of money taking my dog to the vet and everything, and they see my eye that they don't know what's going on, and I mean, we don't put but like a little half capful in that little dog food every day, and he has done fantastic. I was telling Anthony the other day, if nothing else, what it's done for my dog has saved me for every penny I've ever spent for it.
Absolutely.
That's right. There's thousands, $800,000 to take your dog into the vet and have them played with a little bit, and they'll tell you, and try this and try that. And, all you got to do is get a little bit of tonic every day in the food.
Well, everybody that has a pet, they know what it costs when they have to go to the vet. That's for sure.
Right. And I told them I can teach you how to drink free. And not only that, I'm not worried about the COVID. The COVID can't touch JC Tonic.
You know, we had tons of people who increased their dose during that time, and everybody kept reporting that they haven't had any problems. So it really boosts the immune system, and that'll keep you in good shape, that's for sure. Folks, we have to wrap up. As everybody can hear, this can go on because the stories just keep coming, and all of you have really, really super stories, and I know it's going to be a big help to a lot of people. So appreciate you all, love you all. You know the old saying around here, before we close, you take an ounce and you feel the bounce.
And thank God for you. Keep up with this time.
I'm going to keep going. I'll keep going till I'm 100, and then I'm going to retire.
Make sure somebody else take your place.
Yeah, don't worry. No worries.
Oh yeah. We got to keep it going forever.
My daughter is already rolling on that, and she'll look after everybody. So.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Have a really, really great rest of the evening. Good night, all. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
JC Tonic is a natural drink filled with 18 herbs that will change your life. They work together to restore your energy, detoxify your bloodstream, and purifies your entire system.
Uric Classic Whole Body Tonic is a dietary supplement, not a drug. Therefore, it is useful to affect the structure and or function of your body in various ways. But it is not intended to and will not cure, mitigate, treat, or prevent any disease. Individual testimonials may not be everyone's experience and do not constitute scientific evidence. Uric Corporation does not make any drug or treatment claims for its product.